Hey everyone, and welcome back to our Top 300 Crypto series. Today, we're diving deep into the second biggest cryptocurrency in the world, Ethereum. If you've been looking for simple, easy-to-understand explanations of crypto, NFTs, DeFi, and Web3, you're in the perfect place. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what Ethereum is, how it works, what makes it so different from Bitcoin, and why millions of developers and companies are building their future on it. So, grab a coffee, get comfortable, and let's get started. So, what is Ethereum? Let's break it down. Ethereum is a global open-source blockchain platform that was launched back in 2015 by a brilliant young programmer named Vitalik Buterin. Now, you've probably heard of Bitcoin, which is primarily designed to be digital money, a store of value, and a way to send payments. Ethereum, however, is so much more than that. Think of it like this. If Bitcoin is the world's first digital gold, Ethereum is the world's first global, decentralized computer. The real magic behind Ethereum is something called smart contracts. A smart contract is basically a piece of code that automatically runs when certain conditions are met. Imagine a vending machine. You put in money, you press a button, and the machine automatically gives you your snack. Smart contracts work in a similar way. But for digital agreements, they execute themselves without needing a middleman, like a lawyer or a bank. This simple yet powerful idea allows developers to build all sorts of amazing things directly on the blockchain, from apps and games to entire financial systems. Ethereum isn't just a coin. It's a foundation for a new, decentralized internet. Now, how does all of this actually work? Ethereum's network isn't run by a single company or government. Instead, it's powered by thousands of computers or nodes scattered all across the globe. These computers work together to maintain the network, validate transactions, and keep everything secure. The true power of this setup is that it allows developers to build what are called dApps, or decentralized applications. Unlike the apps on your phone today, like Instagram or Twitter, which are owned and controlled by a single company, the apps don't have a central owner or server. They run entirely on the blockchain. What does that mean for you? It means a few incredible things. First, no single person or company can shut them down or delete them. Second, no one can secretly control or manipulate the data inside them. And third, they are always online, running 24/7 without any downtime. This is why you'll often hear people call Ethereum the backbone of Web3, the next evolution of the internet. It's a platform where developers can build a more open, fair, and transparent digital world, free from the control of big tech giants. So, what makes Ethereum so special and different from the thousands of other cryptocurrencies out there? The answer, once again, comes back to smart contracts. Before Ethereum, blockchains were mostly limited to simple transactions, like sending Bitcoin from one person to another. Ethereum's introduction of smart contracts was a complete game-changer. It unlocked a universe of new possibilities and sparked an explosion of innovation that has defined the entire crypto industry. Seriously, almost every major trend in crypto today got its start on Think about NFTs, the unique digital collectibles that have taken the art and gaming worlds by storm. They were born on What about DeFi, or decentralized finance? That's the movement to build an entire financial system lending, borrowing, trading without banks. It started and primarily runs on token swaps, yield farming, decentralized exchanges, metaverse projects, and Web3 gaming. All of these groundbreaking technologies were pioneered on the Ethereum network. Because it acts as the launchpad for all this innovation, many consider Ethereum to be one of the most important technological advancements of our time. But Ethereum hasn't been standing still. Originally, it used a system called proof of work to secure its network, the same energy-intensive system that Bitcoin uses. This involved massive amounts of computational power, which made it slow and bad for the environment. But in a monumental upgrade, Ethereum transitioned to a new system called proof of stake. This massive change, known as the Merge or Ethereum Vinci, was one of the most ambitious and complex software updates in history. The results have been incredible. The new proof of stake system is way faster and much more scalable, meaning it can handle many more transactions at once. Most impressively, it is over 99% more energy efficient, making Ethereum a green blockchain. This upgrade also paved the way for cheaper and faster transactions, solving one of the biggest criticisms of the old network. With the merge, Ethereum became cleaner, greener, and ready for mass adoption. Now, let's talk about the fuel that powers this entire ecosystem. The coin itself, ETH, or ETH, is the native cryptocurrency of the Ethereum network. You need ETH to do pretty much anything on Ethereum. It's used to pay for what are called gas fees, which are the transaction fees required to run operations on the network. Think of it like this. Just as you need gas to run a car, you need ETH to run the Ethereum global computer. You use ETH to execute smart contracts, to interact with decentralized apps, to buy or create NFTs, and to participate in the network's security through staking, where you can lock up your ETH to help secure the network and earn rewards in return. ETH is the lifeblood of the entire Ethereum ecosystem. Okay, this all sounds great in theory, but what about the real world? How is Ethereum actually being used today? The use cases are already vast and growing every day. People use Ethereum to send money across borders instantly, with no bank or third party needed. Developers are building decentralized financial applications where you can borrow, lend, and earn interest on your assets without ever stepping foot in a traditional bank. Artists are creating and selling digital art as NFTs, giving them more control and a bigger share of the profits. Entire blockchain-based games are being built where players truly own their in-game items. Startups are launching their own tokens on Ethereum to fund their projects. Social media platforms are being developed on Web3, giving users ownership of their data. Businesses are using smart contracts to automate agreements for supply chains, insurance, and more. And it's not just small startups. Many big household name companies, including major banks and global tech firms, are already building and experimenting on Ethereum. It's a platform with real, tangible utility that is being used by millions of people worldwide. Let's quickly touch on its price history. Ethereum has had a wild ride, which is typical for the crypto market. When it first launched, ETH was worth just a few dollars. During the big crypto bull run of 2017, it skyrocketed, crossing the $1,000 mark for the first time. So, what does the future hold for Ethereum? The journey is far from over. The development team is constantly working on new upgrades to make the network even better. Future updates, like sharding and the continued development of Layer 2 scaling solutions, are designed to make Ethereum exponentially faster and dramatically cheaper to use. The goal is to be able to handle thousands, or even hundreds of thousands, of transactions per second, putting it on par with major credit card networks like Visa. As more and more companies, developers, and users adopt blockchain technology, Ethereum is perfectly positioned to remain a dominant, foundational platform. Many experts believe it will play a massive role in shaping the future of the internet, finance, and digital ownership. And that's a wrap! Thank you so much for watching. That was Ethereum, the revolutionary global computer, and the second coin in our top 300 crypto series. I hope this gave you a clear and simple understanding of what it's all about. In our next video, we'll be covering BNB, the third largest crypto, and the engine behind the Binance ecosystem. Make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss it. Our goal is to cover every major cryptocurrency in simple and clear language. Thanks again, and see you in the next one.